shots, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man. Got him hot, ayy. Man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the big skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ayy, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ayy, she want it like me, cause her like she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex. She like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep the score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunters. Whole team counting, that's a big number.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like a rotor.
Well, Coach, the calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the New Orleans Saints. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
180. Check. Showing up. Watch the safety creep. Kill. Check.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Water.
Mike's 59.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Here we go.
Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. He'll buy some time right. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack.
Check.
A quick throw complete to Chark. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Go, go, go.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Back, back, back. Switch, switch. Go.
Now Foles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Craig Robertson able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd and 7, Breeze finds the open target, Arnold. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Check, check. Here we go. Kill, 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 kill. 36.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And Ginn's got it. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
His 13th NFL season now, Ted Ginn, still a reliable target for Drew Brees. 787 yards in 2017, just 5 games last year due to injuries, but he still has the wheels.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Breeze. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Here we go, here we go. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Yeah, go, go, let's go, let's go. Zebra, zebra, zebra. Hey, check 24, check 24.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Cameron Jordan, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Silence, silence. Deuce. Hayden Foles.
Foles. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Marcus Davenport, the 1st rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points. stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. This is Murray. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
This is caught by Ginn. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Saints.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're scoreless after 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Ready? You ready? Go, go, go. Check safety, check safety. Check, check, check. Mike, 44.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Great.
Fournette running right. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a pass hauled in downfield. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Not really any offense for them to speak of here in this first half. Maybe that's what they needed, that big play.
Yeah, and it seems that maybe everything changes right there. They've been a little slow out of the gate. We've seen that. But that one big play, that could spark a big burst right here.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. This is Grant, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Foles. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
12. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Tight dog. Alert 3. Hayden scored.
Now a give right side. It's Grant. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, goal. Sound goal.
They'll set up a throw. Completes it to Lee. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
General West. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Easy. Yeah, go, let's go. 59. Mike's 59. Here we go.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll square up and throw. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Breeze. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Foles now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down.
Hey, Silver. Cover 5-3. Cover 5-3. 6 guard. Check 6 guard. Check 9.
Now Leonard Fournette. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Good for... Protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
56. Mike. Kill. Hey, Echo. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it. Big Ed. Hey, goal. Down goal. Shoot.
Watch the twist.
Looking to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that ball is caught by DJ Chark for the Jags touchdown. DJ Chark as the 1st half is winding down. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes our score 17-0. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Meanwhile, taking a look at what's going on in KC. And the Texans, they have scored again and moved in front by a couple of touchdowns. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. They'll have a 1st down past the 40. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
1st down, New Orleans.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Breeze now on first down. Ginn has it complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. The corner blitz works to perfection for A.J. Boye.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta. And the pressure gets to him again. Calais Campbell providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at about the 14. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
It's second and 8 at the 34-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
What we got?
They'll drop the throw. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it second and 5. Leon Hall, the former Michigan man, in on the tackle. Second and 5 now. Breeze going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Open man is Michael Thomas.
Let's go. Let's do it.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Latavius Murray, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They'll set up to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Marcus Davenport there to take him down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he completes it to Westbrook. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Save. Kill.
Fournette. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
180. 59. Watch the curl. Here we go.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
180. Watch QB drop.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. That is caught at the 7. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Marquise Lee, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Drew Brees, 6 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago, and that led the NFL. He'll try to deliver another one. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, but it'll be second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw again on second down, Brees. And it's knocked away and incomplete. DJ Hayden right there on the coverage. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the fourth quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Now Brees. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Josh Allen, and the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Check 56. Hey, check.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Now Foles. And this is caught by Lee. Touchdown Jacksonville. Marquise Lee with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. To throw on 2nd and 10, Brees. And the pressure gets to Brees as he's taken down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. On 3rd and long, it's Brees.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Now a fair catch called for and taken here, and that'll set up his guys in great field position.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go!
59, Mike. Check, 59. I'm here all day. Check, 43.
Out of the pistol, it's Fournette. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 27-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They will run with Grant. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They got to get to the 23 here on third.
Watch the twist.
Now Fournette. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a 6-yard pickup, but still a few chain links short, it appears, with fourth down coming up. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
I'm scared.
'47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Hey.
47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47. One. Check 52.
Go.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Bree's going to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now Breeze. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. But how about this, a fake? And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. It's such a risky play there to fake it. You're either the hero or the GOAT. Here, they're going to be the GOAT.
Unfortunate, too, because you know they thought they had something there. They don't call it just to call it. They don't just say, oh, what the heck, let's go ahead and fake it here. They feel like they've got something on. They've got the defense in the right spot. Just unsuccessful in that opportunity.
And they take a knee.
Check, 59. Record.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And when you break it down, this was just a thoroughly dominating performance.
And I truly thought that we'd have a tight game coming into this one. I think you felt the same way based on our conversation after the production meeting. But obviously not the case. And how about just how it broke open? You just all of a sudden, whoosh, there it is. This thing is pretty much done. And the crowd stayed with it to celebrate because they're like, let's enjoy watching our team play this well. This is fun.
So for the Jaguars, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can.